Hello there and welcome back to another Green Card Back Star Wars action figure review. It is incredibly exciting to be back, as today we're taking a look at the new vintage collection figure based on the very first famous Mandalorian bounty hunter, Boba Fett. It's a much more colourful look than how he appears in The Empire Strikes Back, with this costume having red gauntlets, brighter yellow shoulder and knee pads, and a bright blue jetpack. Retrospectively, this change makes sense. As we've seen in The Mandalorian, Fett has a habit for touching up his armour every now and again. And by the way, tattooing Crime Lord Fett is definitely a vintage collection figure that I want to see. But today, we are looking at the figure in front of us. I had swiped this picture of the card back from excellent collecting site banforskull.com, as all of the official renders of the card back released by Hasbro featured a different design. This original design was changed to better resemble the vintage card from 1983. I have some thoughts on that, but ultimately the packaging all goes in for recycling anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. Here you can see how VC186 Boba Fett looks once he's off the card. This is a brand new mould, and it looks superb. From the folds of his flight suit to the detail on his gauntlets and the dents on his armour, this is the best looking 3.75 inch scale Fett we have seen yet. In fact, I would even go so far as to say that this is one of the best looking vintage collection figures that we've seen yet, period. Thanks in large part to a detail of jetpack, Fett even looks great from behind. Here's a closer look at the helmet. This is the most accurate Boba Fett helmet we've seen yet at this scale, especially for a super articulated figure. There's no articulation on his rangefinder, but that doesn't bother me. I'm far happier that it looks as good as it does. As I got this figure on pre-order, it doesn't have the sculpted sensor strip on its breastplate. Hasbro has made a running change to a figure with that detail added, so variant collectors, rejoice. For a size comparison, let's look at the VC186 Boba Fett next to a VC181 Beskar Armor Mandalorian. I love both of these figures, but you can see how much more natural Fett's neutral standing pose is. And here we have a vintage collection Boba Fett next to the retro collection Boba Fett. If you want to see action figure evolution, this is it. Fett comes with two accessories, his jetpack and his EE3 carbine rifle. The jetpack uses a semicircle peg to plug into the back of the figure. It's a really secure fit, which makes for a nice change. Apparently the colour scheme isn't quite screen accurate, and the toy is actually based on an earlier production model of the costume. It looks absolutely fine to me though. Fett's rifle is cast in a soft grey plastic, which gives it a bit of malleability for posing. It's got a heavy bronze wash to it, which brings out the detail and gives it an excellent weathered look. As you can see, the scale and detailing is spot on. When it comes to articulation, VC186 Fett has got it all going on. You get a double ball jointed neck post, swivel hinge shoulders and wrists, and there is a most excellent bend on the elbow. You've got a ball jointed torso, swivel hinge hips, swivel cut thighs, and swivel hinges at the knees and the ankles. And you also get ankle rockers. This is the height of modern 3.75 inch scale action figure articulation. It is so much fun to play around with. For the many valid concerns collectors have about the future of Star Wars action figures at this scale, Hasbro is continuing to prove that, when they want to back the vintage collection, they are capable of doing superb work. Sure, you may notice an oversight or something that you wish was better, but they will be minor quibbles at this point. The VC186 Boba Fett isn't just the greatest figure of Fett that's ever been released, it's one of the greatest vintage collection figures, period. If you have any questions about the vintage collection Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, or if you have it for yourself and would like to share your thoughts, then leave a comment down below. Otherwise, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because there'll be more vintage collection reviews coming up soon. Take care, and I will see you next time.